Alright folks, welcome back. Here we had left you off at the big eye right here in the sky, and it is changing into all sorts of different stuff. So we're going to move on to this next frame right here. Now this is the eye, again you can see it, but as we start to zoom in a little bit, you'll see that it's also part of the face. It's like a mouse face or something. And there's an eye here. Here's his nose. Here's the other eye, an eye. Here's his ears coming back. We'll do the zoom thing a little bit. And then he's also sharing an eye with the big eye. It's like a mouse creature or a bat face or something with an eye, an eye, an eye. Here's his nose. Okay, you see it? And then he shares an eye with the big eye. A lot going on in that one. Alright, on to the next. Just real quick before we leave this image, I might try to pull back even further. And then that way you can try to make out the nose, the head, and how it shares an eye with the big eye. Alright, on to the next. Okay, in this one, it looks like there's a face looking down this way. He's got an eye, here's his nose. This is his mustache right here. Looks like maybe he's smoking a cigarette or smoking or something. It looks like maybe he has a crown on up here too. Pull back, you can see a little bit better. Some of these are from a different dimension that's even further back than we can see. It's like God's perspective or something. Okay, on to the next. Okay, and this one here, it's a little hard to see at first, but there's a set of eyes over here, and they're in this black sphere with a nose. It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog or something, with an ear here and an ear here, and this big nose coming out, and standing on his nose is a black angel with his wings spread here. Here's his legs. He's standing with his wings spread. We'll start zooming in on this. Then also his wing becomes, over here, the profile of a girl holding a cigarette, smoking a cigarette. Okay, so there's that one. Pull back so you can see it. Alright, on to the next. Okay, here we are back at the same cloud a few minutes later, and you can see that his wings are spread here, and now her face has changed. She's looking more in awe, with her eyes wide open and her mouth open. And when we go down, you'll see what they've produced. They came together and they produced what I call the flying Bozo. And there's an eye here, an eye here. It looks like a cartoon character with a big long nose coming down. He's got these weird pointed ears. He's even got some kind of crown. And he looks like a cartoon character, like flying Bozo. Can you see it? The eye, the big long nose. Looks like a goofball. My camera. I apologize for the lines and the grid work in my camera. My last camera broke, and I'm struggling with what I got left here. Alright, on to the next. Yeah, good old Lucifer and this gal here produced a flying Bozo. Okay, on to the next. Okay, and then as this cloud dissipates, it turns into something else, and I'm going to pull back a little bit to see this one. It's Jesus here with his hands out, and he's working some kind of miracle or something here in his hands. Okay, on to the next. Just something else I noticed real quick before we leave this image. This appears to be the Reaper with carrying a sword or something here, now that I look at it in my camera. Alright, on to the next. Just something else I noticed real quick before we leave this image. If you turn your head all the way to the right, 90 degrees to the right, there's an eye, and a bigger face here looking down. Okay, on to the next. Okay, in this one, the sun is one eye, this hole in the clouds is another eye, and it's a big old bushy bearded face of God right here. We'll zoom in and zoom out. The eye, the mustache, and the beard. Okay. Then there are multiple faces of God in here. I don't know how well my camera is going to pick this one up because this one's hard to see. But here's an eye, and here's another eye, and he's a split face. One side is good in God's face, and it's Jesus with a crown. The other half of the face is kind of evil or mad. It's kind of hard to make out, so I don't think this camera is picking it up, but maybe I'll just leave this here like that so you guys can look around it a little bit. Tilt your head different angles. There's different God faces looking down this way. All kinds of different faces in this one, so pull back. You can see the bigger face. Zoom in a little bit more. Okay, that's it for that one. Okay, in this one there are multiple dragon faces. Here's an eye right here, and you can make out the nose area here. You can also make this an eye, and it becomes a different dragon face. Then as I pull back, there's also a black dragon shadow being cast here too. You can see this black shadow of a dragon. And then as we go in again, I see nostrils, an eye here, then there's a face with an eye there. There's just multiple faces in multiple dimensions. Do that a little bit. And stare into this eye for a minute and you can see all kinds of different faces coming out of the woodwork. Alright, on to the next. Wait, just real quick with this, we'll do some zooming. And you can see how the face changes. Okay, on to the next. Okay, and we'll close it out with this image here. There's multiple things in this again. You can see a bigger head here. What almost looks like he's wearing glasses way out on the brim of his nose right here. And then if you tilt your head to the right a little bit, it becomes like a wolf face with his nose turned up and he's showing his teeth. So tilt your head to the right a little bit and you'll see a wolf showing his teeth. Then if you tilt your head to the left a little bit, it becomes like Toth or whatever bird-like entity wearing sunglasses. Okay, so there's that one. We'll close it out with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a lot more for you. I love you all, and until the next one, bye.